No, what to be honest, I thought he might have actually had a chance. But it seems to me like Tommy Fury was boxing bad against his last few opponents on purpose. You know what I mean? Or Jake Paul's just terrible boxer, even more worse than I thought. I was giving him more credit than I thought he deserved. You don't know what I mean? But Tommy won anyway, and I thought it wasn't a split decision either. That was a unanimous decision. That he won most rounds.
Is that something you'd still be open to doing with Jake in the future?
Yeah, if he wants to, I don't give a fuck. No, I'll have a spar with anyone. But you can't really win a spar, so I didn't get like what he meant. You can't win a spar. We don't win spars. You know what I mean?
How about for Tommy? I mean, there's a lot of pressure just you're walking around with that last name, and people weren't giving him a chance. Were you impressed with what he did?
Yeah, give him his due that he stepped up, high pressure situation, and he he jabbed his head off. You know what I mean? Even like I doubted Tommy Fury before that. You know what I mean? And he made me look stupid. So hats off to him. He used a real boxer out of them. Like Jake Paul's not a. You could say he's a proper boxer now because the amount of training he's done, but he's not a pro boxer like Tommy is. Tommy's been boxing for years. Even if his previous opponents had terrible records, he was still actual boxers. Where Jake Paul was fighting like former NBA stars and then wrestlers and then fellow MMA fighters.
How excited do you get when there's a big card, just as a fan, that this is a big card when you have Jon Jones returning? Is Paddy the Pimblett still a big fan of the sport too?
Yeah, like Jon Jones. I've got a picture on my phone. Like I've got a picture there of me and Jon Jones from a UFC fan expo in like 2010 when I first started watching the UFC. It was don't know if that was London or Birmingham. I think it was Bisbing Akiyama, and I've got a picture of me and Jon Jones when I've got short hair. It's quite funny.
I'd say it would probably be great to fight on a Jon Jones card, but the UFC probably doesn't need to waste you on a Jon Jones card anymore.
Yeah, that Jon Jones for me is the goat. You know what I mean? And it would be. I thought he might have been on that card in December, but it never ended up happening. So it's nice to actually see him getting back in the cage.
We spoke with Dana earlier today, actually, and he said, a win at heavyweight, win the heavyweight world championship. That puts anything to rest that he's the greatest of all time. It seems like you already think he is.
Yeah, I already think he is me. Like more GSP. Like for me, it's got to be one of them too.
Uh, Little bit different path. Bo Nickel is on this card, and he has a lot of fanfare coming in and a lot of high expectations. You were
Yeah.
more established before you made your UFC debut, but in terms of the attention and the eyeballs, any advice for someone like that who's coming in and people expect him to do big things?
Well, he's had that his whole life though, lad. Like I'm not too big on me wrestling, but me one of my training partners, Chase and Blair, is. You know, he's wrestled at like a world level and stuff. So he's told me how good Bo's wrestling is, and obviously when you see him striking and doing jiu-jitsu, all that other stuff looks like it's coming together pretty nicely. So, like for someone like him, I don't really reckon he needs to worry about nerves because he's representing his country at like world level and college with in front of like thousands of people and then millions of people watching on the television. So he's ready. You know what I mean? He hasn't. I personally don't think he's got nothing to worry about. He's had all that. That's why, like, when I come to the UFC, I didn't have to worry about it because I've had it with Cage Warriors. I know it's not on the scale of like it's not even on the scale of what he's got wrestling because wrestling is in America is so big. But I just don't think it'll like affect him because he's used to high pressure situations and he comes through them the other side, the victor. So I can imagine him just to come out and blast through his opponent. To be honest.
You've got this new workout, Paddy the Baddy, Everything Ultimate pre-workout with ABE Nation. If people don't know, and I believe it's launched today, tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a great product. Know what I mean? It's something I use myself. I'm excited that it'll be available to everyone in the US. You know what I mean? It's going to be available in all the vitamin shops, as people in the US say. I'd say vitamin shop, but yeah, it'll be available in all the vitamin shops, and it's just easily accessible for everyone. You know what I mean? There's so many of them shops in the US that everyone can get out there and get as many as they want, and it's my little boost of caffeine in the morning to wake me up and make me get up and actually get out and see the day.
Yeah, it probably makes you go crazy. It's something that it seems like it's something you're passionate about, something that you use yourself. It's not just a
Yeah,
product you're being, associated with.
No, yeah, that's it. Anything like this, like that, I'm gonna have something to do, like business wise. It's something that like I use myself, or that I like. Know what I mean? I wouldn't like put my name on something that I don't actually use. You just need to get yourselves down there to the vitamin shop, people. All black everything, all baddie everything. No, baddie berry flavor pre-workout, and there's also cans as well, baddie berry. So if you don't want to mix it up, you can just get a little can. I have them sometimes when I haven't got time, when I wake up late, and I've got to just go. You know what I mean? You make life easy.
So it's something that you were doing over in the UK and it's new here in the United States.
Yeah, yeah. Like All Black Everything's the United States side of the brand, but there's Applied Nutrition is the side of the brand in the UK, and it's a homegrown brand from Liverpool. It's a local lads from my city that who made the brand, and the ABA is an offshoot of it in the US. So it's great to also. I'm also helping a local business, so that's brilliant.
No, that is awesome. People seem to go crazy about your fitness in and out of camp. They might think they can do what you do and then get in the shape that you get. Any promises?
No promises. Like you've got to be very, very disciplined to do what I do. That's just what I have to do.
Are you surprised people go that crazy about your fitness?
Yeah, it's mad, lad. Like I don't understand it. I make weight every time, so I don't know what people are bothered about.